Olá, olá, I'm Ana Santos from Portuguese Lessons Online, PT for You. Welcome to one more week, one more video, and today for me, this is the first video that I'm preparing for you in 2024, the first week of this year. I don't know when you watch this, but for those who watch me this week, I wish you a happy and amazing year, full of Portuguese and full of good things that always happen in Portugal and in the Portuguese culture with some exceptions, especially regarding politicians and so on. So today, let's see what I bring for you. Don't forget to follow my website, pt4u.wordpress.com. Also, on my social networks, you find everyday things to do, things to practice, and my podcasts, Por Terras de Portugal e Neste Dia, where you can use at the same time to improve the language and the cultural skills. And this video and so many more of this you can find in my YouTube channel, PT for You. Today, I prepared just to have keeping having fun. It's the first week of the year. People are making some wishes, some promises, and why not to put in your list, in your bucket list, also to improve your language. And the idioms are part of the language and the culture at the same time. You know, there's been that this is one of the topics that I've been working a lot. There's not so much about it. And I believe that idioms are also part of knowing the language in the deepest mode. So let's see some of them. Some of them you have the translation connected directly to the English. Some of them don't. Let's see if you recognize some of them also in your mother languages. You have fala barato. Fala barato per se is cheap talk. People that have a big mouth and at the same time, they don't stop talking. So keep going and going and going, talking about what they should not and talking about everything. Then what else we have? We have also coração mole. Mole means really soft, like mushy, is when you have a big heart or also a soft heart. May not necessarily be a positive in the very generous idea, but people that take the mood and everyone can count on them, even when they shouldn't. Cabeça de vento. The closest translation in English I found it was hare-headed, is people that always have their minds somewhere else, not in the right place, not in front of you, always thinking about things or completely distracted. We call it windhead. In English, hare-headed. It will be fun to hear about what do you say it also in your language. Mãos largas. Open-handed person is people that are not close. We have the mão de vaca. Mão de vaca is hand cow. That people that are very tight with their money. This is exactly the opposite when they spend the money that they have and sometimes the money that they don't have. So mãos largas. Macaco velho. Old monkey in Portuguese, whole-handed, people that know a lot about their skills. They're very sleek, very clever, very smart, and they can take the best advantage out of all situations. Vira-casacas, in English, apparently is exactly the same idea, turncoat, people that we say that go with wind. I mean, today it's interesting to be in one side's people, the other day is not, so they go according to the wind, they go with the float, not having the right or straight opinion. Língua de trapo, rag-toned, big mouth, where they people also it's just very similar people that cannot stop talking about things. They're similar to the first, fala barato, but in this idea even more and more. Duro do ouvido can be in front of people that tend to be deaf, but also at the same time people that are so distracted that they don't hear what we say, dull of hearing. And finally, but not least, zero à esquerda. Good for nothing is, you know what's a zero on your left side of the numbers. They mean anything. Is the same about people that don't mean much about things. So, meanwhile, I'll leave you with this quotation. The joy of learning is indispensable in study as breathing is in running. So don't stop reading in running and in walking, I believe. will be the next step. And also don't forget to enjoy the learning. Of course, there will be high and bumps. There's not a good, always a good mode, always a good tone. I used to say we have entitled to 3, 4 bad days per year. Make the best out of them also, but at the same time, follow this video, follow my other platforms, social platforms where you can find this and so many more. And because this is the first week of the year, again, I hope you enjoy life and especially enjoy Portugal. Bye bye.